Henry McClure live. I'm out here at 37th and Auburn Road. The city of Topeka has no business over the planning outside the city limits of Topeka, and give me an opportunity to build my case. Now, my point of view today is coming from being a planning commissioner on the Metropolitan Planning Commission, being a member of the MPO, I was on the Board of Zoning Appeals for several years. This is my 44th year in the real estate business, and every rule, piece of infrastructure, and issues about development affect my livelihood. It's my business. It's how I make a living. It's how I help clients live better, invest money. So here we're going westbound on 37th Street. You'll notice there's no curbs and gutters, no sidewalks. And here we go. Pavement ends. Okay, now we're on a dirt road. Well, mud. Whoa. Yeah, but slow down a little. And there are people that live out here. You know, they moved out here to get away from the city of Topeka. Some of them for the wrong reason. But it's prerogative. In our country, you get to do what you want. You get to live where you want most times. Unless you break the law, you get to live in jail. So here we are. Narrow bridge. Boy, that's a one-laner. It's beautiful out here. So the people that live out here, they're perfectly fine with the road the way it is today. You know, you get to make a choice. If you're going to put a driveway right there, well, you know you're coming onto a dirt road. The people that live out here, they might like to have paved roads, but today they don't. Man, I'm telling you what, this is really beautiful out here. The views out here are so beautiful. And the reason I'm going through all this, there's a project up here that I want to work on, and it's within the city limits or the 3-mile boundary. And I don't think it's fair for the government to require you to do something they're not willing to do themselves. So not only do I want to develop this project, I'd actually like to live out here. I'd like to make my home, or I'd like to be a part of this project no matter what. And right about here, see this power line? I'll have to figure out, I'll put a map below this in the blog post that I'm going to make on my websites. But so let's just say right here, right now as it sits between the city and the county, I've got to put a paved road up to my house right here. Okay, check it out. So, think about it. I got to pave a road up to my house to come onto this. So think about the wear and tear on my paved road. You see what I mean? This is unfair. Hey, look, if I want to live out here, I'm okay with a dirt road. And I don't want to have to put a road, I don't want to have to pave a road over the standards of the government. Now, I'd be willing to say, hey, if you pave your road, you know, I'd consider paving mine, but I don't even think it should be a requirement out here. You know, I could have a perfectly nice driveway with a gravel road. And the government is going to be no worse than the wear. No worse for the wear? I think you know what I'm saying. So right behind here is the old golf course. And what we're going to do is we are going to make this a private golf course. 5 people can have homes on it. And I'm thinking like a lodge, right? Like a Airbnb lodge, maybe. So just thinking out loud. And then we'd have some memberships too. Hey, look, Club Car Wash or Charlie's, they're going to get a lot of business if I live out here. Club Car Wash gets my business all the time anyway. So there's a certain point up here. All right, here we go. Look, check it out right here. Right here. The pavement ends, or begins. My muddy feet are tracking up this nice road. So here I am at 45th and Hoke Road. And right here, I know I'm outside the 3-mile radius here. Okay? Nice paved road. So I think this project right here is a perfect case study. And I think for the way we've got it set up today, you have a city planning commission. It's in the city. You've got a county planning commission. They're already in place. You know, until further notice, we just operate under that fashion. The main reason for kicking the city out of the county is because as a citizen, I don't have an elected official that I can complain to. Not that I have any traction with any of the elected officials whatsoever. That's obvious. But at least under the county planning, I could go to a county, my county commissioner here's Kevin Cook. He gets along with Bill Rapon. You know, I can at least have my, I can at least express my views to Kevin. But in the 3-mile radius, I don't have a say. So what I want today, and what I encourage you to contact your legislators, is to have the city stay out of the county business today. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to draft a document. You can have an interlocal agreement that says the county will do their own planning, the city will do their own planning. And I think as long as there's an interlocal agreement, you can do that. There's also a statute that says you could create a third planning commission that has city and county on it. But if we're going to do that, let's just put the planning commissions back together and have a metropolitan planning commission where the county appoints some people and the city appoints some. Joan Wagnon appointed me to the planning commission, and there's another story I want to tell about the MPO. I guess I could just make it out of this, just add it onto this show. MPO. I think the MPO is for another show, and I'll just add a link under it. Oh man, look at this. We've got to change the way we do things. This affects the way we all live and development. It's nuances like this that can kill a development. It's nuances like this that just don't make sense. Until the city of Topeka has curb streets and gutters, let's take Oakland for example. There are places in Oakland and East Topeka. I can find some off Burlingame Road that don't have curbs and gutters. Well, so sidewalks. So if the city wants to, get their infrastructure all up to par, well, then maybe they can start bossing us around. But maybe they should just learn how to run the city. I think a lot of people might want to go out to the county today because it's just become obvious that the city can't run a water department. Boil orders like a third world country. Infrastructure that is so far behind. They're worrying about giving corporate welfare to Mars, one of the richest families in the country, and the other big boxes that are out there killing all the local retailers. We've got to focus on growing our economy. The whole thing about the Go Topeka money was about growing the tax base. It was about adding to the population. And if you just keep doing what you always do, you're always going to get what you always got. So let's make some changes. Henry McClure Live.